Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League and let's try out this team here. We're going to be trying out the Shadow Gligar paired with the Shadow Feraligatr and the Registeel in the back. We're going to switch out into the Feraligatr here and we're going to fire off a Hydro Cannon. Will this get a shield? It does grab a shield from our opponent. Now we're going to be able to get to another Hydro Cannon. This is going to get some good damage, or it's going to get this second shield. So we do grab 2 shields out of that situation. And now we just come back in here with the Reggie because we can tank all of these moves if they decide to throw it. We go over the Weather Ball. Weather Ball is resisted, so we're going to just not shield. We're going to have to tank another Weather Ball, it looks like, and then we're going to throw our Focus Blast right before we get to 100. And then we're going to see what they have in the back here. It ends up being the Sableye in the back. Sableye versus this Gligar with 2 shields is a favorable matchup up for this. We're going to see if they end up switching out at any point. They do switch out here into the Mantine. Mantine versus the Gligar, typically a good matchup for the Mantine. However, we do have the shield advantage and a little bit of energy advantage. You already get to 2 Aero Aces. I'm trying to get to a 3rd Aero Ace to get it extremely low. We're going to let this one go because we can survive it. And now we're going to be able to get to an Aero Ace to take out this Mantine. So Mantine out of the way and only having the Sableye to deal with, we should be in a good situation. We have shield here. We're going to throw up the shield and we are basically right at the Zap Cannon, and then we're going to be able to take out this Sableye. So GG to our opponent, able to win that game with the Registeel at the end right there. I guess the key there was breaking down their shields, and not only was the Gligar able to survive the Aero Ace, but then we still had the Registeel with the shield. All right, another fairy type. This is a Charmer, and we are going to stay in for now. Unfortunately, the Feraligatr has its fast moves resisted, so we're just going to stay in, and we're going to fire off a move. We do grab a shield, so that's very good. We fire off another move. They go for the double shield. We're going to go back in here with the Reggie because we can tank any and all the moves from this Wiggly. They decide to go for the Icy Wind. We can resist it. Looks like they're going to throw another move here. Ends up being the Icy Wind again. And then we're going to make sure we throw this Focus Blast right before we max out. This Focus Blast does take out the Wiggly, even though it's debuffed. And then we have the Lantern switching, but it's running Water Gun. So they switch out into the Lickitung after allowing us to get a little bit extra farm. Hydro Cannon goes through. We have another one coming up. This Hydro Cannon won't KO, but it's going to get it low enough into the red that we potentially could just farm. So we're going to allow this Body Slam to go through. They have to throw another move because we're basically out of the Hydro Cannon. So another Body Slam gets used, and now we're just going to farm down this Lickitung. The farm down does help us reach the Zap Cannon. This Zap Cannon right here will do roughly 45%, 50%. And all we have to do here is just get to another Zap Cannon, and this should be GG's. So let's see if this is enough. Yes, it is. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the farm down with the Reggie and 2 shields. Basically, they just had to try to farm us down because we did have 2 shields. But luckily, we had such a big energy advantage with the Registeel at the end that we weren't even needing to use the shield, and we could just take them out. All right, here we got the Jellicent versus the Gligar. We're going to stay in for now. We're dealing with some lag. They are able to throw the move first, so we're just going to shield. We're just going to play this in the 1 shield at least. We're going to throw our own Aero Ace right here. This is going to chip away at the health of the Jellicent. We know that we can survive one of these serves, so we're going to allow that one to go through. And then we're going to throw our next move here. Let's see if we grab a shield at any point. We do grab the shield, and then we're going to switch out here into our Feraligatr. This Feraligatr wasn't able to farm down, but we kind of needed fairly healthy to be able to apply a lot of pressure. Looks like the Registeel does decide to come back in. We're going to have a lot of Hydro Cannons to throw back at this if they don't decide to shield or fire off a move. So there we go. We do grab that second shield, and now we're in even shield situation. They have to go for a move here. Ends up being the Zap Cannon. Takes us out. At this point, our Gligar is just being used for a catch, so we have to come back in with the Reggie. They're going to be able to reach a move here. This is going to be the Focus Blast. Does some significant damage. We're going to throw a move. Oh, wow. Great catch by them. Throwing on random timing, they did catch the Focus Blast. And then now we're going to have to potentially catch back. So we do catch them. And now it's just going to come down to what they have in the back here. We're going to try to see if we can farm down at this point. We don't want to use this energy. And we just got to hope for the best. Oh, and it ends up being the Shadow Charizard. So we are able to win that game because we did have a Zap Cannon ready to go if they decided to come back in with that Charizard. So GG to our opponent, able to wiggle out of that situation. All right, here we have the Shadow Empoleon versus the Gligar. Okay, this is kind of a tough matchup. This is pretty decent against our entire team. We're going to play this out in the ones. We're going to go for our own Arrow Ace bait here. Let's see if we get this shield back. Okay, perfect. We do grab the shield. And okay, it looks like they are lagging. Okay, we're going to go for this dig here. This is going to get the shield or it's going to get the KO. Okay, so they did decide to let it go. Okay, they're actually back. And then we're just going to throw Arrow Ace here. This won't KO. And we're just going to chip away at this Goodra. So Goodra is back in action. We're going to let this one go. Come back in here with the Reggie, looking for the farm down. This farm down will help us in the end game, hopefully. Okay, ends up being the Haunter in the back. So Haunter in the back would have been interesting because the Feraligatr did have the Shadow Claw, but it was going to be a matter of could we match up the Feraligatr onto their Haunter. All right, here we got the Shadow Gligar versus the regular Feraligatr. We're going to stay in for now and see what they want to do. So far, they've thrown the Hydro Cannon immediately, so we're going to try our best. Okay, we unfortunately cannot switch right there because of a frame drop, so we're going to have to double shield the situation now. We're going to go for this Arrow Ace to chip away or get this other shield, and now we're going to try to catch the move. Okay, finally, we do catch the move. It is able to avoid the frame drop. We do tank that move right there, and let's see who's going to be able to win CAP. Okay, they'd actually catch with their Charjabug. Okay, interesting. Charjabug is going to have to take the brunt of this Hydro Cannon. Does roughly 50%, and looks like, okay, they also are lagging. We're going to just play this out, and if they come back in with the Feraligatr, we do have the move, but we're gonna see if they're gonna throw a move. Okay, so we're just gonna let that go. This basically is a even trade. After their shield or after their lag, they decide to come back in, and unfortunately for them, their Goodra is gonna have a tough time against our Reggie there. So even though they did lag out, I think we would have been okay still, because we did have all of our Feraligatr energy get used up, taken out by their own Feraligatr, so that was kind of a wash. And then their Goodra onto our Reggie here. We're in a favorable matchup. This Gligar still has some energy, so we're going to be able to take this out here immediately, and then we're just going to be able to take down their front Pokemon. So GG's to our opponent. Unfortunately, there is a bit of a lag and frame drop issue right now, but check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.